Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I too will be brief in the interest of time, and I really couldn't say anything better than the testimony you've heard before me. But I'm very proud to be the executive director of a nonprofit called Resolve New England. And I'm even prouder and happier to be the mother of a baby conceived through IVF. And our organization is a nonprofit that provides support, education, and advocacy for anyone in New England that's struggling to become parents. So millions of Rhode Island couples have kind of a difficult, challenging road to parenthood for a variety of reasons, as you've heard, including infertility, or in the case of LGBTQ couples, they have to take what some may consider a non-traditional path to parenthood, and you've seen the beautiful results of that experience. But unfortunately, Rhode Island law has not kept pace with the rich diversity of families in Rhode Island and these many different paths to parenthood, including assisted reproductive technology like IVF. And so we feel, Rhode Island has been such a leader in fertility coverage that we similarly want you to be a leader as far as parentage law. And in the absence of that, there's a real lack of clarity, consistency, and efficiency. And really, obviously, those are all three things that we want in Rhode Island. I will say I've had the privilege of working in government and policy throughout my career in some aspect, and I love it. And I will say there are times when I think states like to be a leader. They want to be first, and they're really proud to be first. But I think sometimes it's nice when you're not first, and you can learn from other states and from a Uniform Parentage Act, in this case, where a lot of time and effort has been put into this. So, and I say this with deep respect, I feel like this isn't, you don't need to have a profile in courage here. There's a great path forward. This is an excellent bill, and it has been, we've learned from the states that have passed this, as others have mentioned. Vermont passed a bill last year, Maine was a couple years before that. We've learned from all of that and from the Uniform Parentage Act. So the bill before you is so good and vetted so well that I feel like the time is now to do this in Rhode Island. As you've heard, there's widespread support. I really don't see a downside, and so I think you won't be first, but you will be a leader, and it will help many families. So I urge you to support both of these bills. Resolve New England supports both of these bills. And the first IVF baby in the world is actually turned 40 years old last year. So these technologies are not new, and they help a lot of people like myself realize the dream of parenthood, as you've seen tonight. So thank you so much for your time.